If you have worked for the last decade building your career, building your business to enjoy the lifestyle that you currently have, but you are still not attracting truly beautiful women and you're not having women respect you the way you know you deserve to be respected in dating and relationships, then it means you need to learn a particular set of knowledge, skills, and you need to have a system for how you can achieve what I call the apex standard. The ability to be able to attract and acquire one new, beautiful, high quality woman per week, if you so choose. This system is how you go from having to settle from a place of having a scarcity of options to being able to select the woman that you truly desire from a place of having an abundance of options. I have created a container where all of the knowledge, skills, and systems needed to achieve this desired result exist in one place, the Apex one-on-one coaching program. Inside the Apex program, I teach my clients my complete curriculum, the 4 survival scrolls. Survival scroll number 1 is masculine mastery. Inside masculine mastery, we cover identity, psychological, emotional, and physical reprogramming. The reprogramming helps a man achieve transformation. When we started originally getting to know each other and me talking with you, listening to your story and your background as you were opening up, right? And you did those 3 journals that required a lot of self-reflection. What was that beneficial, the self-reflection, and what things came up for you that you were able to process and work through that helps you move forward?
I mean, yeah, like I didn't expect that, first of all, as a dating coach. I thought we were just going to go out and just pick up women. And, that's what I thought, like this requires. However,
then it turned into therapy.
I'm grateful that it was like both sides were combined, because you don't focus just on the external, you do both. You integrate both external, internal. So I was actually really surprised. I was like, man, some of these questions are making me really feel uncomfortable, because nobody's asked me that. Not my closest friends, not my, anything, not my family. And yeah, that's why I was deeply surprised by like the amount of questioning and going into childhood. Like why, because you looked at me and you're like, I think you said, when you looked at my face, you like, there's a lot of trauma just within your face, because I see how like blocked or like locked up you are inside yourself. So that was one thing, very closed off to the world. And no shit, you're gonna have a problem with women being like that. So that's why you had to uncover that part first. What is happening here? Like almost like a therapist breaking it down step by step, what's going on, and a lot of uncomfortable moments. However, those uncomfortable moments, they were painful, but they allowed you to release something, whatever that was. When we talked about it, if we want to go deeper into it, talking about family things, how my dad is, my mom, brothers, and everything, what has affected. What are my past relationships? What have they been? What's the relationship with myself and how I feel about myself? Because I know you would dive into my mindset a lot. You would be like Alex, like stop talking about yourself like this, because that's negative and that's this, and you're actually deprecating yourself. You're making yourself have worse results. That's definitely stepped in as a coach, like which I didn't expect.
From the point of his belief systems and values and his worldviews, how he perceives reality, to having the right inner game, so the self-talk needed to make sure his self-confidence and self-esteem is as high as possible. And we address his emotional regulation to ensure that he shows up consistently grounded and as solid as possible in the sense of what it is he emanates that others can feel around him. Additionally, we cover peak state control. This is all about having the exact tools you need so that when you show up in your career to take a sales call, to conduct a business meeting, to do a presentation, when you show up to network with other high-performing men, when you show up to meet a woman for the first time to create some attraction, or when you show up in your relationship with your long-term partner, that you show up where you're actually accessing your peak state so that the actions you take and the energy that you give off are reaching your fullest capacity so that you can be as magnetically as attractive as possible. But it's not gonna be slipshod. You're not gonna show up one day kind of at a 6 out of 10 and another day in the zone 10 out of 10. You're gonna learn exactly how to show up and get as close to possible at being on as consistently as you can. This is the fast track for how you bring your desired reality into fruition. Showing up at a 10 out of 10 on the performance scale, this is how you ensure you get the best results for yourself consistently. And lastly, we put in place a daily rituals plan so that every day there are practices and rituals that you conduct in your morning routine, while you're going about your workday, in your evening routine, and then when you go out to socialize in the evening, so that you ensure your peak state is being accessed on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and then you enjoy a compound effect where your state set point over time, the momentum of the work you're doing actually increases it. You will be unrecognizable in just a few short months after exercising discipline and conducting these rituals on a daily basis. You will be vibrating literally when you wake up out of bed. You'll be vibrating at a different plane and frequency. Trust me. In survival scroll number 2, social mastery, we cover everything needed for you to have the social skills that you need to excel in your career, to network with other men, and to attract beautiful women. So in survival scroll number 2, we cover hygiene and personal grooming, your wardrobe and clothing selection, how you dress and style yourself, and territory. Where do you want to go to network professionally? Where do you want to go to meet women during the day and the evening? How can you find the exact kind and quality of woman that you want instead of ending up with low quality skeezers and other types of women that you don't want to end up in relationships with? We also cover verbal and nonverbal communication, and we cover the frameworks and models that you need to achieve true abundance in your dating life. This is the funnel system where you will learn how to systematically meet women naturally out in person without having to use dating apps and getting them on dates with you at the top of the funnel, but having a screening and qualification plan so that as you bring women through the middle of your funnel, before you get too involved, enmeshed, or attached with them, that you screen and qualify them. So the women who you do end up actually investing in at the bottom of funnel are the right kind of women that you want to end up in a relationship with. In survival scroll number 3, we cover traditional gender roles, man to woman frame, polarity dynamics, attraction dynamics, depth psychology, and social psychology. You'll learn the exact dynamics that actually govern mating and dating and socializing with people in general. So you'll understand from an evolutionary biology perspective what triggers attraction in women and understanding female nature. You'll understand in terms of traditional gender roles and man to woman frame how to select and choose a woman who's gonna view you as the man and actually submit to you and cooperate with your leadership in the relationship so that you can achieve success, peace, and harmony with your woman. The depth psychology is going to give you very valuable tools. Psychoanalyze yourself and use root cause analysis to understand where do your insecurities actually lie within yourself. Where did your limiting beliefs come from? The elements where you're holding yourself back mentally and emotionally. What is the origin of these things so that we can identify that, reframe it, or get rid of it altogether so that you can open up your potential and your capacity for achievement. In survival scroll number 4, leadership mastery, we tie everything together. We use what I've called the 4-dimensional leadership map. The 4 dimensions are source. So that means inside of yourself, are you connected to your source of degeneracy, or are you connected to your purpose as a man? Directional, are you moving toward your future vision in a linear fashion progressively, or have you been on a path where you're actually regressing, backtracking, moving towards an illusion? Are you on a detour? Could you tighten up the actual trajectory that you are on so it can be more of a straight line so that we can fast track and get to where we want to go as efficiently as possible? That is geodesic. Leading oneself, leading a woman, and leading a relationship are the 3 elements we focus on in survival scroll number 4. My premier offer is Apex Immersion Elite. Now, this program is for guys who want to fast track their results and have a done-for-you service. If you want to achieve personal transformation and behavioral transformation as fast as possible, Apex Immersion Elite is for you. I will fly to your city, or you will fly to my city, and we will clear our calendar for 7 days. During those 7 days, we will execute the daily rituals and practices needed to get your self-esteem and confidence as high as possible to ensure that you're at peak state performance. And we will go in field and do boot camp style coaching. So we'll go to daytime social venues, nighttime social venues, and you'll have an instant feedback loop from me where I'll have you taking action. I'll act as your wingman and your coach and give you the exact micro adjustments that you need to make instant improvement throughout the week. It'll be a week of massive action on your self-development and massive action in field. By the end of the week, you will experience a level of transformation. But to ensure that it's not just this wild, crazy week we had, there's 3 months of ongoing one-to-one Zoom coaching support thereafter. We will meet on a structured Zoom coaching call, and I will give you a weekly action plan. We'll look at what your exact sticking point or challenge is that week and adjust the plan so that you can do what you need to do with your self-development or in-field in your dating life to make consistent weekly progress to achieving your overall desired reality, just to ensure that you actually integrate, implement, and embody the transformation rather than it just being a crazy but fun week of coaching. Apex Immersion is the next offer. This is for guys who have maybe been through a coaching program with me. They're not looking for the ongoing Zoom coaching, but they just want the 7 days of immersive bootcamp style training. The Apex Bootcamp coaching program is a 4-day training, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon. I will fly to your city or you can fly to my city. We'll go in field and the emphasis will be going out and focusing on meeting women and getting results. A little bit less focused on the self-development and daily rituals and more focused on getting results with women. The Apex Bootcamp is for guys typically who have been through some kind of coaching with me and they're looking to just bolster and enhance their results with another weekend training. Apex one-to-one online coaching is my next offer. This is for men who are looking to achieve personal transformation and behavioral transformation, but are not looking to do it in such an intense and shocking way to the nervous system. I offer this program on a 3, 6, and 9-month basis. I will create a coaching folder for you. In this folder, it will be filled with resources for your self-education. It will be filled with resources for your education, and I will give you weekly work that you will do to work on your skill development and to work on all areas of the 4 Survival Scrolls curriculum. We'll meet in a structured call every week. We will address your sticking points and your challenges to see what's holding you back from hitting your goal. We will make the necessary adjustment to the action plan, and I'll give you the right feedback you need to take action and make weekly progress. This program is much more sustainable and much more doable if you don't have a situation with your work where you can take off a whole week and go on a crash training, or if you don't have a business where you have the freedom and flexibility to sort of set your own schedule. Most men come through the Apex online coaching, and near the end of the program, typically I'll offer a weekend bootcamp training at a discount for men who have gone through the online portion because they've really internalized the curriculum. They have the knowledge, they have the skill sets developed, they know what to do, but they still need that hands-on training to really implement and get the results hammered in. Lastly, I do offer one-to-one coaching, non-Apex. So if you're not looking to achieve personal or behavioral level transformation, but you still want to work on, getting better results in your dating life, maybe improving your current relationship or situationship, or if you just want to work on your personal performance and work toward your self-development, one-to-one coaching with me is still suitable. I offer these in a one-off basis, or you can purchase 4 sessions in a package where I offer 25% off for buying in bulk.